What is going on, everybody? And welcome to another Monday evening here on the Football Smack Talk Show. I am your host, Ryan.
I'm Eric. How's everybody doing tonight? Before we get started, I just wanna right away give a congratulations, Sausage Alliance, for their championship.
Hell yeah, baby. We did it. Sausages.
Yes, congratulations, man.
Thank you very much. For anybody who doesn't know, I've been playing very poor casual beer league softball for the last 13, 14, maybe even 15 years. And have come in second place like 6 or 7 times. It's a little embarrassing how many that happens. Finally won the championship, so we'll take it. What up, Daniel? What's going on? So thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no sarcasm at all. I'm not giving any backhand. Like, this is just genuine. I know you're waiting for the sarcasm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of was, but well, anyway, folks, we are here to talk about the top 5 Eagles player at every defensive position. 2 weeks ago we did the offense. We had some arguments here and there, but overall we came with a pretty good list, and with the help of the people on the chat, we were able to kind of get to our top 5, and I don't expect us to really run into any snags, so to speak. So I suppose we should start with defensive end or edge, if you will, however we're going to call it.
Yeah.
We'll start with defensive end. And you want to go first? You want to hit the layup? Do you want to maybe hit like a little bit of a deeper cut? What are we doing here?
Well,
give us a name.
I mean, there's this guy. He played in the late '80s, early '90s. Reggie something, Randall, Reggie White.
Reggie White. Of course.
Yeah, that's
obviously that is a clear cut.
Got the nice layup there. Yeah.
I was gonna say I would have pegged you for more of a deeper cut guy, but what are you gonna do?
Oh, I can give you some deeper cuts.
I know you can. Phil checks in. What, you don't want to talk about the Jalen Hurts versus Nick Sirianni? Listen, Phil.
Non-issue.
I know. I saw you posted something. I posted something as well. And could not agree more with you. Phil, by the way, hosts the best morning show in the business, Trending in the AM, here on Edge of Philly Sports. So please check that out every single morning, Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. to what do you usually go to, about 9:30, right? Jeez, an hour and a half. You're nuts every day. I don't know. We used to have our daily show.
Oh, that was rough.
It was brutal. And it's just filled
by whatever Wednesdays and
exactly. We were run out of things to talk about. We just whatever. We just talking about whatever we wanted on Wednesdays. But anyway, yes. Phil brings up a funny point that all the radio stations, all they can do is talk about this whole Nick Sirianni, Jalen Hurts thing, like making it more. And it's because what? Because Jalen Hurts was asked a random question about Nick Sirianni, and they didn't, fucking give him a blowjob. Like, what is he supposed to say? Like,
that's what it sounds like they expected. Yeah.
Well, right, but you know who Jalen Hurts is. He is stoic. He it doesn't really give you a lot of extras. He kind of says whatever he wants, and then he moves on. Like, I don't understand why people. He said exactly generic. Like, like if I was a professional athlete, why would I want to be sitting there answering questions about somebody else? No offense, even though it is my head coach. Like, all right, yeah, like, okay, like, whatever, like what did you just want him to be like? Yeah, we're cool.
Like, I swear, like, some of the people in the media expect if they were to ask Jalen Hurts, like, they would want to ask him about like his high school girlfriend and be like, so how did it feel when the two of you broke up? And I'm sure his response would be, relationship had run its course. We moved on. Like that's just who Jalen is. Like he doesn't get like these crazy emotional highs and lows. Like
especially not to the media, especially not in with a mic shoved in his face. Like that's never going to be
I dig that about him.
Well, yeah.
You know what? And his players love him. His teammates everywhere across the board love the guy. Yeah, so that's what matters to me. Like
exactly. I just again, I get it. I mean, Eric and I talk about it all the time during this offseason, during this kind of time period. There's not a lot going on. There's not a lot
to try to make it up. Yeah.
Yeah, all right, so you know what? Sometimes we just do these fun little lists. I know again, the guys on Birds of the Round Table, we did a fantasy draft of like the fictional football characters like 2 weeks ago. We had a blast, but again, it's we got to fill.
Yeah, because that's what this time of year is for.
Right. It sucks. Like there's not a lot going on, and let's be honest, it's irresponsible of anybody that's a member in the media, to harp on this and to continuously go after it. So Phil, I commend you for sharing my opinion, which is the right one as always. But yes, we're with you, man. It's
100%, man.
That's why we give you the alternative here at EOP. Like, again, we seem to have a very, very good following, a very great, intelligent, funny following of people who like to just kind of hang with us and watch our shows and interact with us. So I'd much rather that than the BS that they're throwing against the wall. Like, well, exactly. It's like, I don't know. I was one of the guys on 97.5 is one of the newer guys who's, I guess, taken over the midday show or morning. Okay. Yeah, something. I don't know. Andrew Salchunas.
Yeah.
Adam, he seems like an intelligent kid, and knows his stuff. And to me, that this just feels like management is just like, hey, let's keep talking. Up. Like we need people because they've admitted it, and it's obviously makes sense that their ratings go through the roof when the Eagles lose. So like when there's bad things to talk about, they do well. And it's not like they want that to happen, but they're also like, it's not that bad. Like whatever.
It'd be pretty good for business.
Right, but they don't realize the impact that they have. But I almost want to ask this kid, like, is this what you dreamed of when you dreamt of being on the radio? Is being a part of the problem? Like,
to me, this was my getting to be on here talking sports, talking Eagles football with you, and getting to freaking talk about what we really think about this team and what we really think what the issues are and what aren't the issues. And the thing is, like, Jalen Hurts' relationship with Nick Sirianni is the least of my concerns. If you want to find problems, look, man, there are question marks on this team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, like, I hate to use the Q word about a team, but we are just months removed from watching our team quit. Okay? Quit. There. You want a hot take? You want a trendy take that you can put online? I'm telling you, the Eagles, the last month of the season, quit.
Okay. You said it. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and argue, necessarily. I mean,
you don't need to drum up these ridiculous, stupid Jalen and Nick Sirianni aren't best friends. Like, stop with that.
Who cares? Why would they be best friends? That's weird.
Bill Parcells' players hated him, like, with a passion. But he was a great coach. Bill Belichick, same thing. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady couldn't stand each other. Probably still can't.
Well, yeah, you're probably right on that one. But anyway, yeah, listen, it is what it is. But yeah, be better. Be better. That's all I can say. Listen, I'll throw another name out there since, we're just kind of doing this.
Yeah.
Trent Cole.
Good pick.
I think he deserves to be in the top 5 defensive ends of all time. Give me another one.
So my next one's going to be a question to you.
Oh boy.
It's more like he was only here 2 years. First year clearly a lot better than the second year. Recency biased. Hassan Reddick. Would you grade him top 5? I don't. Again, this is a question.
No, I can't do it. It's too. He's only
Too
here for 2
small
years.
sample
He had 2
size.
very
Yeah.
good years, but yeah, nah, can't do it. I just can't do it. Can't do
Okay.
it. All right, so give me one that is on the list.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to go deeper cuts. I don't want to just go like Jerome Brown.
You gotta give me somebody who's in the top 5. Top
Jerome
5.
Brown.
I'll go two cut. What?
Jerome Brown.
Well, we're doing defensive end.
Oh, right. Clyde Simmons. Sorry.
Man, I feel like you made that joke prior to the show, and then forgot that you made the joke, and then did it in real life.
Yeah, I did just brain got jumbled, and yeah, Clyde Simmons.
Clyde Simmons, okay. I am good with Clyde Simmons. I gotta go. I gotta say it. BG.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of has to be on there. So right now, and again, please, if you're listening, you're watching, who should be in the top 5 defensive end? We're gonna go through every defensive position here. We have Reggie White, we have Trent Cole, we have Clyde Simmons, we have Brandon Graham. Not necessarily important about 1 through 5. We're just to the 5. So Eric, right now you are the one picking 5th. So who are you saying is the 5th defensive Eagle to make this list?
All right. Because it stinks because I don't want to leave somebody off. That's a clear choice.
Well, you gotta leave somebody off ultimately because that's just what happens. Jesus,
I know.
I feel like you're.
Well, I do feel like part of this problem is that it's like 4 are relatively easy.
Well, I feel like that's every position. It's like the first,
Yeah.
the top 3 or 4 are like no brainers, and then you're like, oh boy, who that?
Yeah, it's like who like.
Listen, I think we have a very good 4.
Sure.
I personally know who I would put, but
Well, who would you put?
I think I would put Hugh Douglas.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and it's funny because I was contemplating this earlier today, and I was thinking it's like, man, like if not Hugh, because like again, like I think he was great while he was here, and I think because I think about just like those couple years, like towards the end of his career, he was fantastic, and I think it's like, okay, was that really like a 2 or 3 year stretch? But then it's like I forget, like he was here during some of the bad years, and he was fantastic.
98 to 4. Defensive rookie of the year, obviously not.
Yeah, with the Jets.
But a 3-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All Pro.
Yeah, and I was like I said, I was trying to think of somebody that could plan him, but I don't think I can. I think it's Hugh Douglas.
Well, then there you go. Then we have our 5. We have Reggie White, Clyde Simmons, Brandon Graham, Trent Cole, and Hugh Douglas as the top 5 defensive ends in Eagle history. All right. Well, that was easy. This one's going to be a little harder, I imagine. Defensive tackles. I will go first since you went first last time, and I will go with the layup, and that is Jerome Brown.
Yes. Yeah, obviously. And I'll go with what I feel like is another layup. Again, recency biased, Fletcher Cox.
Yeah, that was certainly going to be a nice, easy one. This is, I honestly feel like there are a few here and there, like that I guess could theoretically kind of go either way, but dare I say Corey Simon?
It's funny because that was the next name I was gonna say.
So spent 5 years here. I mean, I think he only just made one Pro Bowl, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think was very important parts of that defense that led to the Super Bowl 39 appearance.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 3.
Yeah. I mean, the next one is it Golick? Does Golick belong on that list? I don't really feel like he does.
I don't think he does. I mean, I think it's just a fun. It's almost kind of like a
Sure.
fun game, almost at this point. But
I mean,
um,
yeah, I know he was only here for a couple of years, but like, does Javon Hargraves belong on that list? And we
oh,
forget how great he
I
was in
mean, he was.
22.
Come on, he was here for like 2 seconds.
I know.
I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. You got to be here at least a little bit. You know what I mean?
So, what would you say the minimum would be?
I feel like that's player to player, but um, I mean, I feel like you got to be here at least like 3, 4 seasons, right?
Sure, and I'll even give you this out. And when I say this about the amount of time, we gave To a spot on our receiver list, and he was here for 2 years.
Shit. I knew you were gonna bring that crap up, you jerk. All right, fine. Minimum of 2 years, I guess. But like again, I feel like
Okay.
what To did in 2 years was insane.
Oh, absolutely. No, it was fantastic.
I wouldn't call what Javon Hargrave did here insane.
Okay, so all right, I'll agree with you on that.
He was good.
Man.
I don't even think he was like great. Like we're talking about greatness.
Right.
He didn't change shit, you know what I mean?
Right. Whereas To, I mean, To changed the game. Like those 2
Hell
years here, he was fantastic.
yes.
But really, the 1 year.
Well, yeah, really that one, yeah.
Okay. Why do I feel like I'm blanking on any good defensive
I feel like I am too.
Like, because I mean, Mike Patterson, really?
Oh God. Oh my God, Eric, I want to smack you.
Okay, give me another choice. I want another choice.
Please give me another choice.
Yeah.
All right. So what do we have so far? We have Jerome Brown, Fletcher Cox, Corey Simon.
Yeah.
Andy Harmon.
I was about to say him with a question mark too. I mean, he was good.
I think Andy Harmon deserves it. I think he was
I think
a good
part
player.
of the problem that we kind of run into with the defensive tackle position is it's not a sexy position. And at least it really has become one in the last couple of years, mainly because of guys like Aaron Donald and Fletcher Cox. But like there was a long stretch there where it's like defensive tackles, they were just those road grader, like big fat ugly guys who they matched up against the other big fat ugly guys on the offensive line. And
yeah, versus another big fat ugly guys. All right, so I think we just gotta go with Andy Harmon here.
Then who do we go at 5? Why did I feel like the defense is going to be a lot easier than what it has been so far?
Yeah, I mean, listen, you're not wrong. I feel like I had a feeling D tackle was going to be our hardest position. That's just me.
Even harder than linebacker.
You got a D tackle. What?
Even harder than linebacker.
Well, yeah.
Actually, I do think there could be some good ones in there too. Though.
Yeah, there's not. I mean, again, it's not necessarily about the quality; it's about just picking the 5. What about somebody like again? Like I know I'm gonna miss people that are like, older, but like
I'm waiting for someone to chime in and give us a whole list. Who'd you say?
I know there's somebody that's probably, sitting there going, duh.
What's wrong with you guys?
Right,
this guy.
Exactly. I'm sure we are forgetting I'm sure we're
Yeah, there's
forgetting
got
about.
to be some stud that we're forgetting about.
What about again? I don't know a lot about him, but Charlie Johnson back in the late 70s.
Yeah, I mean that was before our time. So
Oh, well, sure. Oh wait, did we say no? Did we
you
say
said over
before?
our lifetime.
Oh well, theoretically, he was in Super Bowl 15.
Okay, I mean, I guess if you
Theoretically,
want to,
he was a Pro Bowler in 1981.
and we were both alive in
We were
1981.
we sure as hell were.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
All right, all right. No, no. You know what? That shows a no recency bias. So
all right, let's call that our five and get the hell out of defensive tackles.
yeah, ooh, let us never speak of the defensive tackles
Never,
again.
never speak of it again. All right, linebackers. This should be fairly easy, in my opinion. Uh, I already have. I again, I didn't do much prep, but I already have my list. So I'll allow you to start.
So how does Nate Geary strike now?
I will flip this table, then come over and flip the table you're currently sitting anywhere near.
All right, Jeremiah Trotter.
Yeah. That is definitely one that kind of is easy, flies off the tongue quite nicely. Um, hmm. Now, hold on. I'm trying to think because there is one player that I think is right on the cusp,
Okay.
but I'll save him, and I gotta figure out when he retired because it's going to be very, very close.
Okay.
But I will go with Seth Joyner.
Very good. Gonna be the next name out of my mouth, but yeah. Well, there's one I have to do, and because he was one of my all-time favorites, growing up, William Thomas.
Okay, I like that. I like that. I will go with Byron Evans.
That was going to be my other choice if you had taken my Willie T from me. Okay.
We have 4 right now.
Yeah.
I have a potential one that might be tail end of his career. But again,
Well, that's got to be Bergie, right?
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Bergie,
Yeah.
I believe
He was
Bergie
in the
literally
80 Super Bowl, right?
well, I think that was his last game ever. So
Oh.
I don't
I mean,
believe
that
you
would
were
be my lifetime.
well, that still counts, right? You were alive
Yeah.
during the 80s Super Bowl?
Absolutely. Yes, I was.
So that would have been 81, early
Because that was
81.
January of 81. They played it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well then, yeah, that counts. I mean, it missed me by
Yeah,
a couple of months,
absolutely.
but
Done.
that still counts then. That Bergie's got to be in it then.
I figured when you were saying you needed to look up when his end was, I think
Yeah,
that's
I
right
knew it
away.
was right there. But all right, so we have Trot, we have Seth Joyner, Byron Evans, William Thomas, and Bill Bergie. It's a pretty good list.
I think that was a phenomenal list.
Yeah, shit. And you were
Eagles organization is sitting there saying, like, wait, how did they come up with that good of linebackers? Damn it, we need to cut more linebackers.
Oh God, almost. All right. So that was linebackers. I guess should we go then to your favorite position?
Hey, let's go.
All right. You started first last time. I will start first this time. Man, there's a lot. I'll go Troy Vincent.
Okay. No, I was anticipating you going with my guy first, but Eric Allen.
That was who I was just debating between.
Yeah.
I'll go Bobby Taylor.
Very good choice. Asante Samuel. He was really good. He was people really like, again, because like towards the end of his career, because he was on that dream team group. Like, I feel like a lot of people try to look at him unfavorably, but he was really good.
He was, obviously he was, but So,
Is he among the best of our lifetime?
so we said Eric Allen, Troy Vincent. I said Bobby Taylor. You said Asante Samuel.
Yeah.
Trying to think of older. What about Herm Edwards?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Herm Edwards.
A little bit older.
Yeah.
I mean, let's Miracle in the Meadowlands.
Oh, sure. How do you discount that? I mean,
He was a longtime Eagle.
So do you want to go Herm over Asante, or is Herm the last choice?
I almost feel like I would. Well, let's let. Well, so we have Eric Allen, Troy Vincent, Herm now, Bobby Taylor, and Asante. All right, so then I'm just going to go ahead, and because there's two players I think need to be at least talked about with Asante Samuel for that last spot. Sheldon Brown.
Yeah.
And Lathan Shepard.
Yeah. That's the thing. And like, I almost feel like they were such a great tandem. It's like, I would love to just put them in one spot.
Well, let's see. So Brown was here for 7 years. Lito was here for 6 years. I think there was one last. Yeah. And what, Samuel's here for 3 years? 4 years?
I thought it was 4. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that changes things, I think, a little bit. I always kind of just pictured him not being here that long, but yeah, I guess he was. And he was a Pro Bowler, what, 8, 9, and 10.
Yeah, so 3 of those years he was a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, and Sheldon Brown did not go to the Pro Bowl, I believe.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But Lito did twice. 04 and 06. Oh, man.
I mean, again, if I'm scoring this, I would say it's got to be Asante.
Listen, I will. You are the cornerback guy. I will go with Asante. So we will go.
As long as nobody tries to bring up Byron Maxwell or Nnamdi Asomugha to me, because then we got to fight.
Yeah, right. All right, so we got Troy Vincent, Bobby Taylor, Eric Allen, Herm Edwards, and Asante Samuel as our top 5 corners. All righty. Moving on to safety. And Eric, I will start with you, but I would hope that you don't take the layup, and let's figure out the rest of the 4.
No, that's fine. I won't take the layup. I will go Wes Hopkins.
Okay. Man, the more I'm thinking about this, like it's tough because Wes was so good. Okay, I guess I have to say Malcolm Jenkins.
Yeah.
So that's 3.
I almost, and I feel like, again, this is going to be one of those people are going to forget how good he was. The other guy who wore number 20, Muddy Waters.
Yeah, Andre Waters. That's a good one. I do like him. Then now this gets tough.
Right. Because it's like now anybody's you're going to leave some people off. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that, and I mean, just trying to think.
Yeah, like who deserves that?
Lewis, Quentin Michael.
Oh God, no.
Zordich.
I liked Zordich, but I almost feel like I liked him because I didn't think he was that talented.
Jalen Mills.
I like Jalen Mills. I like the Green Goblin.
I didn't. He sucks.
I'm not saying that I think he belongs on this list, but
true. What about Randy Logan? He was on that Super Bowl team in the 80s. Played, I think, until 82 or 83. I'm pretty sure he has an all pro under his belt. If I can look it up real quick. Yeah, he had one all pro.
Mm-hmm.
So Doc, Malcolm,
Hopkins,
Wes, Andre Waters, McLeod.
McLeod was really good.
He was. But again, we are doing this in our lifetime, and although again, I don't really know other than like Bill Bradley, older, safety who would even I would even think to look at this list. But wait, no, Brookshire was Tom Brookshire was corner,
right?
So yeah, other than that, I'm not sure who else we would even be thinking about other than like I said, Randy Logan, who was on the '80 Super Bowl team, Rodney McLeod. Maybe Michael Lewis. I feel like McLeod over Lewis, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would go McLeod over Lewis.
Okay,
yeah.
so then I think we both obviously know McLeod more than we do Randy Logan.
Sure.
So let's say McLeod.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
All right.
And I'm good with how we got there. Sorry, kickers next, right? Oh no.
yeah, we're doing kickers.
Oh.
Come on now, we got to finish it out. We're not going to.
I'm with you. Let's go.
We're not going to do a whole show on freaking the special teamers,
No.
All right, so David Akers.
Yeah. Jake Elliott.
Yeah.
Who else do we even remember?
I was going to say, oh boy.
we liked.
Damn, this got dark quick.
I mean, I sure as heck don't want to go Chris Bonio.
Right. Jesus. Luis Sendejas?
Sendejas. Yeah. Okay. I'm going with Sendejas. Yeah.
Okay.
Roger Rizek.
I mean, he was here for what? 5 years?
Yeah.
Early 90s, maybe a tad in the 80s. What about Gary Anderson? Does that count? He was here for 2 years?
Was he here for 2 years?
I thought he was.
Yeah, because he was the kicker, and that's the reason why they brought in Akers to be the kickoff specialist, because they didn't think Anderson could do it anymore.
Yeah. So that's not really a glowing vote for Anderson.
Yeah.
Caleb Sturgis.
Oh God.
Alex Henry. Cody Parkey.
Oh.
Just naming some awful Matt Barr. Oh man.
Yeah, I remember Matt Barr.
I
remember they cut Roger Ruzek, brought in Matt Barr, and then cut Matt Barr to bring back Roger Ruzek.
Oh my God. So all right, so we have Akers, Elliott, Zendejas,
yeah.
Ruzek.
Oh God, is it really Chris Bonio?
No. He was so goddamn awful. I can't even begin to fathom putting him on this list. I think it might have to be Gary Anderson.
Yeah.
I mean, there really wasn't a lot. And again, we're only going 40, slightly over 40 years here. There's not a lot to pull from. So, yeah. Okay, whatevs. We'll go with Gary Anderson. So, Elliott, Akers, Zendejas, Ruzek, Anderson.
All right.
Now to what has to be the absolute worst list, and that's punters.
Donnie Jones.
I mean, I guess. I mean, all right. Okay, let me go back down. So the punter back in when we were born was Max Runiger. Runiger. It looks like he was here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons.
All right, I'm good with Rudy.
What?
The Rudiger. That was Rudy's name.
Runiger.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm just saying names just so we're aware.
Yeah.
Jeff Fiegels.
Oh yeah, Fiegels. Yes.
I feel like Fiegels has to be on there, right?
Yeah, I'm good with Fiegels.
Sean Landeta.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
Brown?
I suppose. Yeah, he has to be.
Right. What about Sav Rocca?
Was that the guy that that one of the guys in your section where you used to sit had
Yes.
like the punter song?
Landeta! He would chant it all game and have his Landeta jersey. Yes, that is correct. Landeta! It's like, wow, this guy is a freak.
I feel like that had to be his last name or something.
I don't know. Sorry, so we go Fiegels,
Yeah.
Landeta, Donnie Bones Jones,
Yeah.
Tom Hutton. I mean, mid 90s.
Yeah, no, I know Hutton. He's the one who botched the hold against the Cowboys in that 97 game.
Okay, maybe we don't put him on there.
Yeah.
Let's go with Runiger.
Okay.
Seems like he did all right. Dirk Johnson, Sav Rocca.
I feel like I liked Sav Rocca a little better.
All right, Sav Rocca it is. Boom.
Yeah. I mean, look, let's be honest. Anytime I see the punter on the field, I'm in a bad mood about it. So that's probably more about my hatred of the offense than my hatred of the punter.
Yeah. Now, do we dare try to do a special team top 5 that can include any other non-position that we have covered? So
yeah,
we can do. I'll throw one out there. Dorenbos.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. John Dorenbos definitely belongs in that list.
God, boom.
Oh yeah. Vi Sekahema.
Boom. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Who was the dude who was bald, number 42? We got from Seattle. Would constantly just run down and tackle everybody, and he ended up getting hurt.
Oh, Marigolds.
And then he ended up suing the Eagles.
Yeah.
Marigolds.
Wow, this is your compensation.
We never really had like a great kickoff punt returner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think like Brian Mitchell, but like,
is he really going to make the list of two teams in the NFC East? Because he'd have to be on Washington's list.
Obviously, he has to be on Washington.
One of that crap ass organization.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, I just said something positive about a Washington player, so I just had to, counter it. Like,
best special teamers, Eagles history. Let's see if
I feel like they're going to give us a lot of kickers and punters, and it's like we're not looking for them.
Right, but you got to figure there's
got to be a gunner in there or something, some psychopath who just lambasted everybody.
Right. Yeah. Donnie Jones, Dorenbos. Yeah, we already got there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I don't want to fucking pay for shit. No.
Everything wants to make you pay for stuff.
I was reading it, and then I was like, man, play for it. Pay for our taking a look at the best special teamers in Eagles history. Okay. I don't know why they have Donnie Bones Jones. Boom. Got him. Timmy Brown before our time.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Oh, Sproles.
Oh yeah. Yes, absolutely. Yes. There we go.
Sproles. God,
That's it.
I knew there was one that we were like completely blanking
Yeah.
on.
No, I was thinking that too.
Oh man, I forgot how good Sproles was. All right, let's see what else this.
It's funny. 2 weeks ago, when you said Sproles for running backs, I was going to say, well, if we're doing special teams, he should be involved in that. And
So I have another one. Somebody. Okay, now here's the question.
okay, we're going to play the game to see how long it takes to get me to guess them.
No,
Okay.
well, maybe. This player
Mm-hmm.
technically has already been named to another positional top 5. But I think it's warranted that he would be considered for the
Deuce
special
Staley?
team. No.
Okay. Any other hints?
He fast.
Okay.
No, Eric. He fast.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like an idiot, but
Yeah.
who is it?
Let's say his most famous play is probably as a special teamer returning a punt.
Oh, Brian Westbrook.
Incorrect.
What?
I have a picture of this particular
Oh,
event.
Deshaun Jackson.
Thank you. Now do you feel like an idiot?
Yes.
I mean, come on. How many great returns did D-Jax have for us?
Oh, a ton. Whenever we needed a clutch return, it was just send D-Jax back there.
Right,
yeah.
Right. I mean, Tom Coughlin, don't freaking kick it to D Jackson. What does he do? Right.
And I'm pretty sure that punter, Hodges or whatever, I'm pretty sure he was cut before Tom Coughlin even got to the locker room.
Yeah, pretty much. So, all right. Well, there you go. We have officially went through and done the top 5 players at every single position on the offense. That show was 2 weeks ago. Go back and watch it. And we just did everybody on the defense and special teamers. Wow. And this one was a lot less. I felt like offense, we argued a lot more.
Yeah.
Whereas the defense, it felt like,
it maybe was pretty universal. Yeah.
Corner was the only one, but again, I deferred to you since that's your position. And likewise, I assume you would have deferred to me if there was ever a fight on the last linebacker.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, there you go. Well, there you have it.
I feel like the Eagles organization probably a little disgruntled on how many good linebackers they had.
I mean, listen, when you look at
they hate that position.
They do, but when you look at their actual like top 5, like I personally think our top 5 linebackers are better than our top 5 D tackles.
100%. Look, and there's a reason why you fell in love with the linebacker position. Being an Eagles fan, you saw some great linebackers in the 80s.
Exactly. Growing up, like again with those 90s linebackers, like, and into early 2000s when again I was able to start drinking and legally, and yeah, I mean those
that wasn't late 90s when you were drinking illegally.
Well, late or like
Yeah.
Yeah, actually it was 100% mid-90s. But yeah, like again, like William Thomas, yeah, Byron Evans, Seth Joyner, like those are all guys that I remember for sure. And then again got into the trots and and that. So all right.
Yeah. I mean, funny story about Byron Evans. That game he got hurt against the Browns. I was supposed to go to that game, but the old man busted me. Well, our old producer of our old show, Copen, was, let's just say, banned from the establishment at the Ward household, at least as long as no parents were at home. This was like when we were 14 years old.
Sure.
And Copeland was such a bad influence. I was a perfect angel, but he was a bad influence on me.
Yeah, I don't think I ever recall you doing anything bad. Nope.
And so it was, and then of course one time he was supposed to come over. We were going to hang out. He was spending the night, and the old man basically discovered that he was trying to come over early. And had I just said to my dad earlier in the day or like the night before, hey, wouldn't it be okay if it's just this one time? He's going to stay over anyway. You're going to be home in an hour or two. Like, how much trouble could we really get into? I'm sure it would have been fine. But no, I couldn't do that.
Oh my God.
I couldn't do that. It was, I get home and didn't think my dad was going to be home. Dad was home and Dennis was there. And I'm like, oh, so no problem. Now we can hang out, right? It's like, yeah, that wasn't the point.
No, it wasn't. So.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, there you have it. Please certainly chime in with what you guys think. Maybe we missed somebody. And again, for reference points, we are only going from basically 1980
to
current as our time frame. So within our lifetime, in fact, we only had one player that was theoretically not in my lifetime, but in his, Bill Fergie, that made our list. So we did the top 5 for every single position. So today, just defense and special teams. 2 weeks ago show, we did on the offense. So check it out. Let us know what we got wrong. Let us know who we should have added or replaced. Yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think. So other than that, you guys got any ideas for what you guys want to hear content-wise? Please let us know. It is the worst time to be an Eagles only content creator, as there's not a lot going on, and until not even like training camp doesn't even really like.
It's not going to give us anything really.
No, like maybe a week into it, we might have a few things to talk about.
Right.
Like, yeah, that first week is even still like, whatever. So we still got like a month more.
Yeah,
probably. But anyway, yeah.
Well, I've got an idea for us. I'll just spring this on you right now. The idea for maybe next week. Do our what are our favorite ways to kill ourselves?
Oh God.
No, favorite away destinations, places you've either been or places you want to go.
Okay. We'll tie that into the current schedule and we'll talk about it. Yeah, that can definitely be a point of emphasis we talk about next week. But thank you very much, everybody, for joining us tonight on the Edge of Philly Sports here at the Football Smack Talk Show. If you are not already following Edge of Philly Sports on all of the major socials, they're right up there. Facebook, Twitter, X, whatever we're calling it. Get there for my and Philly Sports Alliance Twitter, X. Eric's is right there. YouTube, Twitch, you name it, we got it. And then, of course, on all of the podcast platforms, you can find our shows all over the place. We got shows for everybody, every sport. You name a sport, we got it. And then, of course, we got the best morning show in the nation, Phil from Trending in AM, who commented a little earlier. So, yeah, check it out. EOP Sports is doing some big things. So jump on board while you can. But Eric, you got anything to add before we pop on out of here for tonight?
No.
All right. Gotta love the consistency. Coming for your record, Cal. Only, I don't know, 2,500 and something to go.
Yeah.
Piece of cake. Yeah, piece of cake. So, all right. So that's it. We'll see you guys next week. I will see you later on tonight. Party on Broad at 9. We'll be talking some Sixers off-season scenarios that we'd like to see. And then tomorrow, we're going to be talking. I think we're ranking the positional groups in the AFC or the NFC East on Birds of the Roundtable Tuesdays, 8:00. Eric, you got I think you're on what, episode number 11? 12?
Yeah, 12. I think.
Did you have an episode last week?
Yeah, again, more issues with posting. Yeah, I tried to get on and do everything that you told me to do.
Okay. We'll talk and we'll figure it out. But anyway, you can always check out Turning Heel podcast on I guess now on YouTube or X.
Yeah.
So check that out there. Mike and Eric talking wrestling Wednesdays at 8:00. So all right, so we'll see you guys next week. I'll see you guys later on tonight. So for the Football Smack Talk show, I'm Ryan.
I'm Eric. Happy football, everybody. Only 80 days to go. 80 Chris Carter days to go.
There you go. We can do that. Easy. Easy. All right, folks. Have yourself a great evening. See you next week.
Go Birds.